to this demonstration. The real reason why the Democrats are behind Baby Oil Man being indicted. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear in this video that I call a demonstration is only the opinions of mine and others. Everything that you hear in this demonstration is only allegedly. It's all allegedly. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to those that's watching from the clouds. Salute to all my moderators. Salute to my angels, my troublemakers. Salute to you, him, and her. Salute to all of my new subscribers worldwide. Salute to the whole Rock Squad. Now, many people feel different reasons that's behind Baby Oil Man being indicted. Many people feel as though it's a conspiracy to tear down a black man. However we look at it, we know that there is some accountability that has to take place. But as I've always said, why did they wait so long? That's what I'm on now. Why did they wait so long? They already knew these things. They knew these things. The allegations, the accusations, all of this they knew, okay? Some people might say, Shank, they had to get everything together. They had to make sure they crossed their T's and dot the I's. And they had to make sure when they came for Baby Oil Man, they came for Baby Oil Man correct. Now, here we go. What if there is a conspiracy behind Baby Oil Man being indicted? What if it's a reason why they are indicting him now? Could he had been brought to justice on previous charges? Could that be it? So what we're going to do in this demonstration is we're going to go deep and we're going to go down the rabbit hole and we're going to get to the bottom of exactly what took place with the deal between Baby Oil Man and Ciroc. We're also going to go deep down the rabbit hole with the whole political issues that Baby Oil Man spoke out about. All right, let's just jump right into it, y'all.
We have no choice now to get Trump out of there. It's a shame and it's our responsibility that we did not get anything out of putting Biden in the place he's in after the primaries.
Stop right there. Did y'all hear what he said? We didn't do nothing. Okay, we made a big commotion about getting Trump out of office, right? All right, then we got him out of office. We got Biden in there, and it's a shame that we didn't get anything out of Biden. This is what I keep stressing. I keep stressing this over and over. When it comes to this whole political situation, when it comes to voting, we have to get out of our feelings. We cannot vote for somebody just because we don't like the other person that they're running against. We can't vote for somebody just because they are black. We can't vote for somebody just because they are a woman. We got to get out of our feelings because the one that we vote for just because we don't like this person or that person, and then we vote this person in office, guess what? We can't get mad. And I've watched this several times over and over again. Danny says Diddy the baby oil dealer. I've watched this over and over. I've watched it play out several times. Okay, we got to vote for Obama. Well, why do we got to vote for Obama? Well, it's plain and simple, because he's black. And we need the first black president to get in there. It sounded good. It sounded real good. Yeah, we're going to vote for Obama because he's black. So you know he going to get in there and he going to do things for black people. He going to make a change. Obama got in there, and what happened? Obama got in there and didn't push no black agendas. This is what Baby Oil Man is speaking on. So when Obama got in there, he didn't speak, he didn't do anything under black issues, black agendas. Fast forward, Hillary and Trump running. Oh, we can't. Now see, y'all loved Trump then when he was running against Hillary. Oh, we got to vote for Trump. Well, why do we got to vote for Trump? Because we can't let Hillary. That's why the majority of us voted for Trump. And the ones that didn't vote for him because they just didn't want Hillary to get in there, they voted for Trump because Trump was a businessman. So now when Trump gets in there and Trump didn't do the things that people thought he was going to do, oh, we got to get Trump out of there. Okay, we got to get Trump out of there. Okay, well, how are we going to get Trump out of there? We got to vote for Biden. Then what happened when y'all voted for Biden? Trump didn't get in, so now you vote for Biden and you unhappy with Biden. Saget says the question is, did Obama really make a change for the black community? In my opinion, in my honest opinion, no, Obama didn't make anything better for the black community. Do y'all realize the statistics? Do y'all realize when it came to unarmed black men, women, and children, unarmed black people being killed by police? Do y'all realize that under the Obama's administration, the percentage was the highest of any president in this country? We could just start right there. We don't even gotta go deeper. Let's just start with the police. Let's start with the known racist police that have gunned down innocent black people and took their lives. Do y'all realize under Obama's 8 year of office that the numbers was the highest of any president? Obama never gave a damn about it. I know, because it's always excuses. Shank, his hands was tied behind his back. Shank, they wouldn't let him do this, they wouldn't let him do that. I know. It's always an excuse when it's time for people to be held accountable. So we got Biden in. Y'all got Biden in. What did Biden do? Nothing. Now you're going to get Kamala in. Now keep in mind, when Kamala was vice president, what was y'all complaint about Kamala? The same people that are campaigning for Kamala, you, him right there, and her. Remember what y'all was saying about Kamala? She's a poor vice president. Where is she at? She's never around. Now, Biden is unable to be fit to run up against Trump. Now, y'all want to jump on the bandwagon when just a few months ago, y'all was bashing Kamala. Now y'all want to jump on the bandwagon. We got to stand behind our black women. We got to vote for Kamala. But where was this months ago? Let's come back to Baby Oil Man and Charlemagne.
Senator Harris is the VP. I mean, those are some of the things we were asking for. Black agenda could be way stronger, way stronger.
And let me say this. Remember, some of y'all was questioning me about black issues, black agendas. Shank, name me something that's a black issue. Name me a black agenda. there is no black issues. There is no black agendas. There is. It's like if y'all know my favorite line, why y'all refuse to listen to the old man, as if the old man don't know what he talking about. I could tell y'all that I need a haircut right now, and y'all see that I need my goatee to get shaped up. Many of y'all would say, "No, Shank, your face look fine." I could tell y'all that I have to take a shave. Many of y'all would say, Shank, you don't need to shave. You look fine. I don't know why y'all don't listen to me. I don't know why. I said this. I've said this over and over again. It's black agendas that has to be addressed. Now, when other people mention the same things that I mentioned, then y'all acknowledge it. Then y'all recognize it. I've been saying, what about the black agenda? Now, you just heard Baby Oil Man and you just heard Charlemagne discuss black agendas. It's right there. Right there. You heard it, right? Let me backtrack it so you can hear it again. There are black issues. There are black agendas that we have to hold these presidents, these politicians, and everybody else accountable for. The other communities and the other organizations, they have their agendas. So why we can't have an agenda?
After the primaries,
They gave us Senator Harris as the VP. I mean, those are some of the things we were asking for. Black agenda could be way stronger, way stronger. He said he put a black woman on the Supreme Court. We don't even know if that's going to happen now.
hey, when you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden. I can't say I love the pick either, but hey, we got to get him in office, and then we got to hold him accountable.
So how do we do that? In addition to voting, what else is Sean Combs going to do?
From Trayvon Martin, I've been trying to figure out like how can we end this? Trying to think about solutions, because you could be angry and you could march, you could protest, and people can hear you, but that don't mean that they're making any changes. So for me, it was us looking within ourselves.
Stop right there. Stop right there. He said you can march, you can protest all you want to, but is the people hearing you? The people is not hearing you when you march and protest. I mean, let's just be honest, y'all. Let's call a spade a spade. We've been marching and protesting for 300 plus years, right? But what did he say? He said we got to take a look within ourselves. See, that's the real power. That's the real change, because you can't expect to change anyone else if you don't make a change. So the change starts with self. Michael Jackson spoke on that, the man in the mirror.
Saying, let's not wait for these people to come and save us.
Right there. Did y'all hear him? Let's not wait for these people to come and save us. It's right there in front of your face. Let's not wait for these people to come and save us. We want everybody to save us. We want God to save us. We want the devil to stop messing with us. We want the president. We want the politicians. We want everybody to save us. We want the Wizard of Oz to save us.
Let's not wait for the Democratic Party. Let's not wait for government. Let's own our politics.
And that right there is what started the whole Baby Oil man's downfall. What'd he say? Let's not wait for the Democrat Party to save us. Let's not wait for government. He said it. Let's not wait for the Democrat Party to save us. I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let it roll. Pay attention. And we wonder why. We wonder why all of a sudden He has been indicted. We wonder why all of a sudden he's locked up. What about all of the other allegations, accusations, and other charges that has been out there for all of this time? Why all of a sudden now?
Black politics, we need to own that. We need to have a platform.
Black politics. We need to own that. We need to have a black platform.
An institution that's going to support and breed young black politicians and social leaders that have integrity, not just in the quiet rooms, publicly.
One question about race in the first presidency.
One question about race, and I was hurt. I didn't feel like Joe Biden really defended us.
Stop right there. Did y'all hear him? He said, I didn't feel like Joe Biden really defended us. See, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. When you put on your thinking cap, when you put your thinking cap on, and when you really look at it and see it for what it is, the proof is in the pudding. Just listen to him.
I want to make sure we don't miss the importance of this time. We've never had a political party. We wasn't born Republican and Democrat. We don't even get we don't get talked about.
For all those Democrats and Republicans, we wasn't born Democrat. We wasn't born Republican. Sadie says we literally need to start from our communities, assisting each other, going to play a major role in our development. It's a win when everyone is winning around us. Salute positive vibes. I see y'all.
We're not a topic of conversation.
We're not even a topic of conversations. Are y'all aware of that? When you listen, and that's why I said I'm waiting for this presidential debate. Remember the debate that Kamala and Trump had? I said I'm waiting because I want to listen. And you notice, black agendas never came up. Black issues never came up. Not once. When you go to their policies. Right? Positive vibes? We were never thought about. Do y'all see how they keep running the same play on us over and over again? They've been running this same play over and over again on us. They ran it on our forefathers. They ran it over on our grandparents. They ran it over on our parents. They running it over on us. Next, they're going to be running it over on our children and then our children's children.
And we can stand by and keep on doing the same thing. Yes. Right now, let's stay focused on Trump. But let's start to fight for our futures. And politically, the only way to do that is by what we're doing with our black party.
We could focus on Trump, but let's focus on our future. Let's focus on the black party. It's not a coincidence that they came and indicted Baby Oil Man. It's not. It's not a coincidence.
So what impact do you hope to have in advancing our political interests with our black party?
You know what it's about? It's like-minded people being able to have a place that they can meet and they can contribute. Because it's not about one person. This whole thing is set up on unity. Will we be able to finally have black unity? Because if we don't, we're on the verge of becoming extinct.
So what does black political power look like to you?
Black political power, it's all rooted in the education, and to be in control of our destiny, not putting it in somebody else's hands that's coming from outside of the community or doesn't have the community's best interests at heart. And that success, to me, is the local election. It's not the presidential election.
Shout out to all those that gave me that information as far as it's about being the local election. He said it. He confirmed it. It's about those local elections. He confirmed it. Shout out to those that gave me that information about it being about the local elections.
It's the local elections. In our neighborhoods, who's running our neighborhoods? Who are the judges that are being elected into office that's jailing us, that's keeping the same insanity? We got to be able to bang on another sophisticated level, and it's not hard to understand. This is not like a hard sell.
It's not hard to understand. It's really not hard to understand, y'all. We got to be able to bang on another level. We got to be able to take our education on another level. Whatever it is, wherever you're at in life, that's fine. Stay where you at, but just take it to another level. If you are a 9 to 5 man or woman, take it to another level. If you are a street hustler, take it to another level. Whatever it is, wherever you're at in life, just take it to another level.
But this is the most dangerous thing we could do. This is one of the biggest threats. This in us weaponizing our vote and weaponizing our dollar is is a nightmare.
Your vote and your dollar is a nightmare. Your vote and your dollar is what changes things. Your vote and your dollar is what makes it better or what makes it worse for you and your community. It's nobody else. It's nothing else but that vote and that dollar that will make your community better or worse.
It's good. It's good to hear you say that because, you know, a lot of people initially, when you first said what you said about holding your vote, they immediately was like, Diddy's rich. He wants to see Trump in the White House because it helps rich folks like him. So they thought that you was trying to sabotage the election.
People don't really know me. Like, I'm blessed that I have the money to start this political party. I'm not gonna make no apologies for how much cake I get.
It's his money. It was his money that started the Black political party. Listen, y'all.
You know, that has empowered me, but I know once I get it, I'm going to fund the revolution. I'm a black nationalist.
That's what has always been the problem. The revolution. If we go back, the revolution was always destroyed because they were able to destroy the financial backing. And many of them didn't have the finances. Many of the revolutionaries that was around back in the days, they had the idea, they had the direction, but they just didn't have the finances. See, finances changes a lot of things. You can have great ideas, but if you don't have any finances, then those ideas that you have, it's going to be hard to bring those ideas to the forefront. And this is why, when it comes to hip hop, this is how outside forces that really didn't care about the culture, really didn't care about the artists, this is how they were able to come in and get rich off of us while manipulating us because they had the finances. And with finances, your resources, more resources are available to you. I mean, let's just be honest. Money talks and BS walks.
Now, I'm unapologetically black. I have to take care of the tribe first. I cannot sit here and watch. This is my blood family. How you think I'm gonna be? I can't worry about nothing else. I love everybody. But right now, I gotta make moves and I gotta use my power for the advancement of black people because we last.
Have you ever even thought about voting Republican for financial gain because of the tax bracket you're in?
No, that money's not all right. All I gotta do is get to action. I don't care if you understand it, you don't understand it. I'm a warrior. I've been in head to head with these folks in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? Like when they ask the question, is there systemic racism? And nobody answers the question. Like, yo, no, hold on. This systemic racism, they trying to keep their foot on the neck up to my level, up to Jay-Z's level, up to LeBron's level. It's an illusion of inclusion by just a couple of us.
They asked him in corporate America, is it a such thing as systematic racism? See, now this is a war. This is a battle that the majority of us black people don't know nothing about. We aren't in these corporate boardroom meetings. As much as I don't know nothing about the corporate America fight because I'm not in these corporate boardroom meetings. But he has been in them. And he said, when they asked the question, is it a such thing as systematic racism? He looks and he watches the black people that's in there. And he watched how scared they are. He watched them.
So I can sit back here in the crib, but I'm not with it. I'm from that same block. I'm a frontliner. I'm with the smoke at any time, no matter where my address is at. We're in a war. This shit is not a fucking game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm. I'm having to start right now to organize and to come together, and so we can build our political army.
Drop a one. Drop a one. If Baby Oil Man is dropping some facts. Drop a 2 if you think it's BS. I do see everybody down there in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. I have to stay away from the chat because I'll lose focus. So if you don't see me saluting you, if you don't see me acknowledging your comment or your question, please forgive me. I have to stay away from the chat because once I start entertaining the chat, I'll lose focus of this demonstration. So salute to the chat. Salute to the chat.
Unapologetically for the things that matter to us.
Do you believe there's a way to vote and support like your personal interests and the interests of your people as a whole?
Yeah. See, when you at our Black Party, we love free thinking, free minded people and individuals. That's all we want in life, is to be able to be free and to be able to think as free as we want. But you have a responsibility to your people to ride on what they riding with for the betterment of the good of the whole overall tribe. We are a people that have been abused the most. And we got to start biting their legs off.
That's right.
You know, when they put their foot on our neck, we got to start biting that shit off.
Is this what upset the powers to be? Is this interview from the Baby Oil Man that was done 3 years ago, did this ring the alarm for the Democrats to come after him? You have to acknowledge this interview. I'm with you all when he has to be held accountable. I am. I do believe that he has to be held accountable for the wrongs that he have done. But I cannot just bypass this interview. I can't bypass his words.
When they shooting us in the back, we got to start defending ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing going to stop unless you stop it. It's black insanity. We have to get off of this. We have to wake up and see what's going on. The world is watching.
Because it's such an easy conversation to have in regard to blackness. Whether it's the way coronavirus impacted our communities, whether it's police brutality, all those underlying conditions that the black community was already facing. Coronavirus exposed. So it's an easy conversation to have, and they're still not willing to have it.
Everybody should have the same opportunity. I mean, anything else is ungodly.
We did shift the conversation for a minute, though.
Yeah.
When you said to hold your vote, it did shift the conversation. So do you think that threat to hold your vote was more detrimental than beneficial? Because it sounded like you saying.
I think the hold your vote is the only leverage that we've imposed. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, we just fell in line. I mean, hold your vote was you know, it's the tone. It's the tone that we should have had, but we didn't have it, and now we in the trick bag. So we gotta, number one, Trump gotta go.
And then what?
We starting to take.
I like what Charlemagne said. Baby Oil Man says Trump gotta go. And then Charlemagne said, and then what? See, it just goes back to what I was previous saying. Okay, let's say we don't vote for Trump. All right? Let's say we vote for Kamala. Okay, Kamala wins. What's going to be next? We saw that, we witnessed that when we voted for Biden, right? Then when Biden got in there, what was next? So now we voting for Kamala because we don't want Trump in there. What's going to be next? What is it going to be when Kamala wins?
Responsibility, and we starting to invest in our futures politically. A lot of us as celebrities, we have great platforms, and we have to lend those platforms that we have to the right social and political leaders, and we have to do it together. We need to wake up. We don't have a seat at the table. We don't need to wait, because there's local elections going on. There's people that are planning right now for the future. We're using this as a springboard to not just give our vote away. We're going to do what we have to do, because it's between good and evil, but at the same time, we have to look out for ourselves.
So how can politicians earn the black vote? 'Cause I think a lot of times we put so much pressure on black voters to show up for politicians, but we don't put enough pressure on politicians to show up for us. So how can they earn our vote?
This is a heavy demonstration, y'all. See, they talking. Y'all get me? Salute to the chat. Once again, I see everybody down there in the chat. Salute to the chat. See, they talking. They talking. Let me backtrack. Charlemagne said, we always showing up for the politicians. But when will the politicians show up for us?
The way we're going to do what we have to do, because it's between good and evil, but at the same time, we have to look out for ourselves.
So how can politicians earn the black vote? 'Cause I think a lot of times we put so much pressure on black voters to show up for politicians, but we don't put enough pressure on politicians to show up for us. So how can they earn our vote?
Neither candidate has earned our vote or has even tried. They haven't even gone to our communities. And when I say our communities I'm from where the roaches and the rats are. I live here now, and that's because, this is God's will, and I worked for it. But I still smell the pissy hallways. I still feel the roaches. I still taste the cheese sandwiches. And so there's other people that are going through that and that are suffering. That's not in the illusion of everything going on the ground. We have a whole community of people, a mass of people that's living in poverty. And not everybody's black. It's all people that right now, they need us to step up.
And this is why I said, where we're at now, it's not just a black thing. Where we're at now, it's a melting pot. It's not going to be, even though the black agendas have to be addressed. One thing that you have to know, when black people are placed back in their rightfully position in this world, that's when the whole world will become a better place. Just look, everybody, every race, every nationality has been and still is being influenced by black people, hands down. I'm only going to hold y'all a few more seconds, and then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Black people were and are the original people. Everyone originated from black people. Just look at the world. Look at when other people are ruling the world. Other people don't make it fair for everybody. When you put black people back in position, black people in their rightful mind, I want y'all to focus on that part. Can't put a fool in position just because he's black. You can't expect a fool that's black to be able to govern the people's affairs. Negative. Because an ignorant, foolish black person is just as worse as a racist white person. So let's get that straight. I'm talking about the mind frame. All right? Once the mind frame comes back, once the original mind frame comes back, that's when the true beauty of peace, love, and happiness will manifest itself. It is what it is. I'm going to go to a little of the Ciroc and Baby Oil's man falling out. And then I'm going to let you all get out of here. Just bear with me for a few seconds. I'm not going to hold y'all that much longer. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Once again, I do see everybody in the chat, but I needed to focus on this demonstration, you all. So there was a deal. We all know, we all heard about this deal. Now, the company is a British liquor company that owns more than 200 brands worldwide. The New York Supreme Court to dismiss. So on Tuesday, now this is an old article that I'm reading from. So I'm going to do my best to keep up with the dates. But if I misread the date, just bear with me, y'all. But a New York Supreme Court dismissed the lawsuit that Combs filed earlier in the year, claiming that they has proven unwillingly to treat its black partners equally. So Baby Oil Man, he was, look, we need to have these black companies treated fairly. Now, the company accused Combs of bad faith actions that threatened to publicly defame the company if we did not meet his unreasonable financial demands. In a statement Tuesday, further claiming that despite having made nearly $1 billion over the course of our 15-year relationship, Mr. Combs contributed a total of $1,000 and refused to honor his commitments. So they're saying, P. Diddy refused to honor the commitments that he made with them. Now, Combs has accused the company of providing unequal treatment to the Ciroc and De Leon brands because he's black and claims it starved them of marketing, production, and distribution resources when compared to other brands like Don Julio and tequila formerly owned by George Clooney, according to Variety, which first reported the separation. A representative of the company said the company is still committed to the success of two brands. I'm going to take that comment and I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Heart Chakra says he was dropping seeds and pissed off someone. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Make sure y'all follow me in the comments section of this demonstration. I had to make the demonstration short because when I make them long, it's hard for people to really get the full understanding of the demonstration. And this is one of those demonstrations that I rather have the information get out there to everybody. And that's why I'm just making it short. People have a tendency of watching and listening to the whole demonstration if it's a short demonstration. So I know y'all was looking to be in here for 2-3 hours. Just pull up later on the day at 5 o'clock and we will have a longer demonstration later on at 5 o'clock. Salute everybody. Make sure y'all meet me in the comment section. Drop some comments on it for me. Salute everybody.